What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with another quote from the Bible. So you guys may have caught my other video, which is great, or this one's going to come out before that video. Who knows? It's however Source wants it to play out, it's going to happen. But there's another video, too, that you guys can check out. It will be in my inspirational playlist. Make sure you guys do catch that if you've got time or are willing, okay? So without further ado, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Knowing that that is a free way to support the channel as well as to connect me with you energetically to get you out more resonating readings. I do want to send a shout out to my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. As always, it is a pleasure, a blessing, and honor being here, giving you guys these messages. And my prayer, as always, is that any of the videos of mine you happen to watch fall upon your heart in a way that reminds you to use your intuition, to use your discernment, to take back your power and to make the decisions that serve your highest journey in this here now here moment. So let's get into it, guys. As I was reading, I was just sitting here reading after I did my last video, and I was just like, wow. And it was so funny because I always say this. The spiritual journey is not for the lighthearted, the weak-hearted, the soft-hearted. And as I was reading this, after I was talking about bringing heaven on earth, right? Connecting with the Creator, I was drawn to this side of the page over here, and it says, heaven can only be entered through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad, and its gate is wide enough for all the multitudes who choose its easy ways. But the gateway to life is small, and the road is narrow, and only a few will ever find it. Do you see what that says, though? The gateway to life. You guys can say that's everlasting life, but let's be real. Like, let's step back a little bit. And if you guys are interested, have you ever heard of Emanuel Swedenborg? If you've not, you guys definitely, if you're interested, check him out. He's very spiritual by nature. He has a lot of what people consider eccentric ways, but his messages are beyond this realm, like far more than we could ever understand and imagine. And he actually went through and really translated the Bible in its way. Okay, off topic. When I talk about this, I think it's like people really believe that they're on the right path, just waiting for things to happen. That is the highway to hell. And it makes me think of that saying, highway to hell is paved with good intentions, right? We're all trying to help others. We're all trying to be the good person. We're all trying to be the savior. But sometimes we got to save ourselves and find our own life and walk through the gateway. And I talk about the gateway a lot, especially on my tarot readings. I talk about the gateway a lot. Because the gateway is really, truly coming back into a space of not being out there with everyone else, right? What is the highway to hell, right? Everybody wants its easy ways. It's what, when you look around you and you see people basing themselves on their bankroll, you see people basing themselves on the things that they own. You know, I travel a lot, and I travel to a lot of different parks, and I see people who like go out and they buy brand new RVs or fifth wheels, and they're like, and I've toured a lot of them because they're like, you got to come and see my new thing. And I'm always like, wow, you know, like it's okay to be excited about those things, but when you see some of these people, it's like people who get a new car, and it's like they have to tell everybody they run into, oh, I got a new ride. You want to come check it out? Oh, I got a new ride. You want to come check it out? They don't even know you from Adam, and they're like, hey, you want to come check out my new ride? It's because people base themselves, they think that their character, and they believe that their worth is based on this material thing. And the gateway to life is small because your worth is finding out that you're truly worthy right now as you are. What's the gateway to life? Coming home to source, right? You know, and we talk about, I don't like to talk about this a lot, but it's just coming up more and more as we go, is the twin flame journey, right? And so many people are getting obsessed with it, and they think that they're all on it. Like, everybody believes that they're on the twin flame journey. And again, I can't say that you are or you're not. That is not up to me to decide. What I'm here to do is to help you guys come into a place of more reasoning towards what's really happening. Okay? If everybody's on the twin flame journey, and I mean everybody, wouldn't that be the highway to hell? If everybody jumped off a cliff and you went with them, isn't that the highway to hell? So what are the few doing? What are the few doing? Because the gateway to life is small and the road is narrow, and only a few ever find it. So what is that road? When Jesus talked to this rich man, and I can't remember the exact verse or the exact chapter that it's in, but I remember there's a story about how this man came to Jesus and asked how he could come home to God. And he was a rich man. And Jesus said, denounce all your riches, give them all away. And he refused to do it. I'm sure you guys all know the story, right? If you don't, then, this is just a Reader's Digest version of it. Why? Because he based his life on his money. He based his worth on his money. He based who he was on what he had in his pocket. But if you notice that Jesus said something very important there, give it away. Wait, I'm not a charity case. That's what he wanted to say. I'm not here to support charity. Who gives a damn about charity? That doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect you. Ha ha ha. Ooh. So this is where it gets big. It affects the multitude, but it is because of you that you affected the multitude. That is the gateway. Doing something that might not feel right based on what you know. But in your heart, you know it's the right way to go. Because one day, that decision as a butterfly effect will affect the multitudes. But so many people don't want to do that. And I talk about this a lot in my Narcissist series. It's talking about letting go of people who you know are toxic. One day, that could affect the multitude because it could encourage an entire populace to say no to somebody who is narcissistic. Just by you choosing yourself. And maybe that's hard to think about, right? Maybe that's hard to think about. So what's on a smaller scale? Well, on a smaller scale, it's about you. Doing things you know are right for you. Not what's going to make you appear a certain way to the people outside of you. Like I said, I travel to a lot of RV parks, guys. I live out of an RV, right? And I see so many people, and all of a sudden, they have a beautiful RV, or they have a beautiful fifth wheel already, and they'll go and trade it in for something brand new. And how many people during this pandemic went and traded in their cars, even though they knew they couldn't afford one because they were offering no payment for the first year or whatever it was? Oh, well, we'll figure it out in a year. Also, you could appear a certain way rather than keeping the car that you had that was running just fine and saving that money. Oh, but I was already saving that money because I didn't have to spend it out. Ah, there's the trigger. You didn't have to spend it out then. But then time went by, and then you suddenly had to pay. See what I'm saying? In order to appear a certain way, you went and you fed yourself that now, thinking that it wasn't going to affect you later. You know what? My thing is food, guys. I freaking love food. I love to eat. I love good food. I love to eat lots of food. I will eat all day long if I just let myself. And sometimes I do, right? That's why I probably am not as small as everybody thinks I should be, or as small as I wanted to be for so long. And now I just am like, you know what? It's a journey. I'm going to enjoy the journey as it is, but I'm also going to pay attention to myself and what it is that I'm showing up on. Well, my highway to hell can technically be food, Because I remember a time when I ate fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for years. And now I cook everything. I touch all of my food before I put it in my body. In fact, eating out is very rare. Like, I think in the last 4 months, I've eaten out. Well, not, you know what? I could say in the last 8 months, I've eaten out maybe 4 times. Maybe 4 times. And that's because my dad loves pizza. And if we don't buy a pizza at the store, he may go and get a pizza from Little Caesars or something. But it's very rare. Like, we'd rather get one from the store because the ones at the store are actually really good. I'm just being honest. Okay? Like, it's one of those things. Like, when I was eating out all the time, it was almost like I was so obsessed with that idea I had to eat out. And so when you're constantly trying to impress upon people, rather than coming home and saying, Source, what do you need me to do? What am I supposed to do? What do I need to do? It's not to say that you're going to get an answer right now, but it's opening up your heart to see what is best for your soul and your soul journey. That is a gift. That is a blessing. That is where you begin to understand why so few people actually get on this road, the narrow road. The masses are falling into this belief that they are what society says that they are. And I know I was one of those people. I don't give a damn what other people think. I don't care what people say of me. I don't do this. And I did. Because when I started this journey, I documented everything that I did. And I showed it to everybody. And nobody gave me congratulations. And then finally I realized I had to do it for myself. Not many people know what I do behind closed doors. Because I walk in silence. It doesn't mean that I'm not quiet about what I learn or what I believe or what I see or what I experience. I'm quiet about what I do. And I'm not going to tell you guys here. Because that's for you to figure out. But remember, 12/21, remember, this journey is not for the weak-hearted, for the soft-hearted, for the gentle-hearted, whatever it is. You got to be stone cold to get yourself together and say no to the things that you said yes to all these years. To say no to the people that you've always said yes to. To say yes to yourself when you've always told yourself no. Can you do that? Can you be the few that find the gateway to life, which is the gateway to heaven, which is finding heaven on earth? Happiness and peace and harmony. It's heaven on earth, not material things. And until you learn to journey that road, there's nothing that I can say that can convince you of that until you find it yourself. I seek, therefore I shall find. I knock, therefore the door shall be answered. Right? Ask and you will be given what you ask for. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open. For everyone who asks receives. Anyone who seeks finds. If only you will knock, the door will open. If a child asks his father for a loaf of bread, will he be given a stone instead? No, that makes no sense. So start asking, start seeking, start knocking on doors, y'all, but for yourself, not for them. Because none of those people out there give a damn about what you're doing with your life. None of those people out there care if you become successful or not. None of those people care about anything that you're doing, because how does that affect them? Let's just be real. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.